Good morning to one and all. Today I would like to start the lesson The Merchant of Venice. It's a drama written by Shakespeare, but in 8th class it is written in the form of novel. It's just like a story. Okay. So, once upon a time there lived in Italy Antonio, a merchant. He lived in Venice. He was a prosperous man in the city of Italy. One day, okay, in those days, it is the story is about 500 years ago. The sea voyages were dangerous, and yet there are some adventurous merchants. They traveled across the seas to do business and to get a huge profit. Some of the merchants spent a lot of money in sending ships to faraway countries like India and other countries to get the profit. Okay, they sold these things in Europe in huge amount. At the time when the story begins, Antonio, the famous merchant, was waiting for his ships to return with the merchandise. He had put almost all his money in the ships. He was waiting for them. So he was a very, very kind man. He had many friends, but his best friend was Bassanio. Bassanio was a very young, handsome, noble man, but unfortunately, one thing he had problem, he had no money at all. He, he needed to marry Portia. Portia was a beautiful girl and she was very intelligent. She lived in Belmont, another city of Italy. She was the only daughter of a very wealthy man. Okay. Her father had died, leaving her a large estate. Before his death, he wrote an will agreement paper. Portia, he had written that Portia's husband should be selected. Okay. And the suitors had to choose right caskets. He had set a test for her suitors. They had to choose between three caskets, one of gold, one of silver, and one of lead. Okay. On the gold casket, it was written, "Whoever chooses me shall gain what men desire." On the silver casket, "Whoever chooses me shall get as much as he deserves." And on the casket of the lead, it is written, "Whoever chooses me must give and hazard all he has." Okay. Later, okay, before his death, he made the will. Portia's father. Okay. Later, after his death, one when the Swayamvara to be held, Swayamvara was held. At the time, one of the suitors, Portia's suitors, was Prince of Morocco. He chose the gold casket, but it was not the right casket, and okay, he was rejected. Later, one more suitor, the Prince of Aragon of Spain, chose the silver casket. That was also not the right casket, failure. Like him, many other suitors came and chose the wrong caskets, and they were not selected as bridegroom. Then, at the same time, Bassanio tried his luck with the caskets. To do that, he had to travel to Belmont from Venice City, where Portia lived on her estate. For that, he needed some money. So, but he was not telling his best friend Antonio. But Antonio came to know and he wanted to help Bassanio in his need. So they both went to Shylock. Shylock was the Jewish moneylender, and Antonio asked him for the money. Shylock had a lot of money, but he was not as generous as Antonio. He was very cruel. He didn't like Antonio because Antonio sometimes lent people money without charging any interest for it. He murdered his business, Shylock's business. So Shylock decided to take the advantage of this situation from Antonio. So he gave the money on a very strange condition. What was the strange condition? He told him if Antonio failed to return money within 3 months, he had to, Shylock had to cut off a pound of his flesh from the right chest. Antonio agreed to this without any thinking and borrowed the 3,000 ducats for Bassanio. Okay, Bassanio did not agree at first. Finally, Bassanio took. Then Bassanio took the money and along with his best friend Graciano went to Belmont. And finally he chose the right casket and he, he was the suitor to get married Portia. Okay, so the marriage was held. At the same time, there came a letter that Antonio was in prison. So Bassanio had to help him. Okay, so at the same time, Shylock heard that Antonio had lost his ships and Antonio would not be able to pay. So he took Antonio to the court. At the same time, Bassanio took a huge money from Portia and he went to Venice to help his friend. Okay, here at Venice city, Shylock took Antonio to court and demanded that he fulfill the strange and cruel condition. So Antonio had written a bond to Shylock, and according to the law, Shylock had the right to take 1 pound of flesh. Then, finally, what happened? The trial to be started. So Shylock wanted to justice from the court to take 1 pound of flesh. At the same time, the Duke asked Shylock to be merciful towards Antonio. But Shylock was not at all ready to do so. Then there came a young liar. Okay, the young liar entered the court. The young lawyer had to fight for Antonio. He demanded only 1 pound of Antonio's flesh. Oh, Shylock. The young lawyer told Shylock to be merciful, even though he didn't listen. Then the young lawyer said that the law allowed Shylock to take 1 pound of flesh, and he could do that. Okay. Also, he could cut exactly 1 pound of flesh, nothing less or nothing more. Okay. This made Shylock a lot of in a daze. Shylock was in daze and confusion. He realized that he could not do what the young lawyer asked him to do. It was quite impossible. And he accepted his defeat. And thus, Antonius' life was saved because of this young liar. Okay. Bassanio and Antonio found out later that the liar was none other than Portia, who disguised herself as a young liar, Balthazar. The okay, the story could have ended in a tragic manner, but has to be ended happily. At the same time, they heard the happy news that his ships returned with and Antonio got a huge profit from this. Thank you for watching this video.